Hey guys, it's ILIKEFRY and welcome back to my Rimworld Let's Play. I think this is the third episode, and in the previous episode, we did a lot of things actually. We did take care of a lot. Now, just thinking through it, we fought off a few bandits, we captured a guy who was just traveling through, and I don't think he was too happy, but he turned around. The town he came from wasn't exactly too happy because he was hauling a bit of silver for them. So, unfortunately, they're not happy. I'm just waiting for a few raids from them. And we got this guy who's coming from one of the pirate bands. I believe it's this guy down here. So, they ain't happy with us either. They're enemies of everyone. This tribe is enemies with everybody but us, which isn't too bad. We got Boxer Ridge up here, who is not happy. What else are they angry with? Oh, nobody seems to like the tribe. It's unfortunate, but not my problem. It does explain why we haven't had any attacks from any tribal attacks just yet. Will probably happen eventually, and then they're going to get really unhappy with me. But our growing setup is working well. The sun lamps in the roof with the walls stop any little creatures like the squirrels and broom rats coming in and eating our food, which actually turned out to be a very big problem, and was unknowingly eating the vast majority of what we really needed to survive. So we're pretty good on food at the moment, so we're still very low on wood. And I wonder what this is. Ah, bunch of travelers. I hope they're happy. And one other thing we need to do is improve the walls. We really need that wood for things like doors, and we have more than enough metal to make everything out of it. We have very large stocks, not counting anything else we've got laying around. I have no idea why the shells are still here, or the slag chunks either. Slag does eventually become useful because you could refine it back down into metal. And another thing we're going to have to do eventually is get our lighting situation handled. Okay, we got an eclipse, but thankfully that's not a problem for us. That's another reason actually you should start using sun lamps once you have a constant generation of power, especially from a geothermal power plant. It's essentially because you don't have to worry about the sun. Voluntary Hermit. Ah, Raceling's back. And it's got a handful of stones as weapons. It's great at crafting, but I really don't want to annoy the town, especially since we only have one prisoner location. So maybe that's something for another time. I'm gonna deprioritize Brand's hauling because I really want to start getting this place nice and clean. I mean, living in a dirty environment is not good for anyone, or at least for any of these guys' mental state. So, and they get a nice clean house. Brown's a drone, so he's more than happy to take care of that type of stuff for us. We're still trying to recruit Will. He'll be very useful once he gets back up into speed and decides to join our little commune. We have 100% success rate so far on our recruitment efforts, and his difficulty is 70, so I'm pretty sure that Jacobson will do his job. It's the reason why we captured him. And that is one big problem that you do eventually come up with. Now, we just had a little bit of something that just destroyed all our crops, but thankfully Fox was there to save the day and took out a lot of the food before it was ready to before the blight happened, so we still have some stocks. So nice work, Fox. Guess your research paid off. Not that it really matters. In the next 2 days, we're going to have another batch of food, and everybody's going to be happy again. I mean, Horton's doing what she loves and cooking. Okay, maybe she doesn't love it, but I don't think I have anybody else who likes to cook. So I'm guessing she drew the short straw. Then again, she's still sleeping in that little area of hers, so hopefully we'll be able to get her out of there. Just need to light up her little room. Get rid of the bed here too. Wake up. Structure. We're also going to need to expand out a little bit more. Just because we still got one little bed still over here. Although I think it also may be time for us to remove this little rock wall. Sure. Sorry about that. I've got an energy drink sitting right in front of me, and apparently it likes going back out. Very, very well carbonated. And Will, welcome to the colony. We may call it Crashville. You may be happy and you may have a little bit of cabin fever, but you're out. You're out of your room, you're happy, you've joined us. So, you still have cabin fever? Oh, yeah. Actually, I wonder if anybody else has cabin fever. I don't think anybody's gone outside in the last couple of days. Hopefully that'll go away. Now, I think Will's skills was primarily on weapons, which, before I forget, we should re-equip him with. Give him a nice little pistol. Make sure everybody else is armed just in case. And yeah, we have room for another prisoner cell. So cave tender. Now what can you do? Construction, research, mining, melee, medicine. You are a good cook, but you don't have an interest in it. So unfortunately, or thankfully for you, I'm not going to try and capture you. So, I mean, I don't think Horton is exactly happy, but I'm guessing she's going to be in cooking duty for a little while longer. Structure. Well, we still got. Yeah, we could smooth out the floors. Get everything ready to go. Structure. Continue working on the metal wall. Separate out our prisoner area. Just actually trying to consider how many beds we should have. I mean, we won't capture prisoners too often, and we won't really capture more than 1 or 2 at a time. So it isn't 100% necessary to have a couple, but you're really thinking more along the lines of the situations where you're coming up against a big attack and there are a lot. And I mean a lot of people that are injured, laying on the ground, probably starving, if the way I like to do the mortar attacks turns out. So they're starving, they're pretty much almost dead. So in those times you could actually capture quite a lot of people. But As of right now, I probably will have about 4. I think that is the most you will ever need. And if you need more than 4, then you're doing a really good job. And you probably are playing the game a lot better than I am. Design, structure. Oh yeah, they're still working on the floors. Another important thing is making sure that your floor is looking good. Because if it's not, your colonists aren't happy. If your colonists aren't happy, then, well, how do I describe it? If they're not happy, you're not happy. They're going to have a mental break. They're not working as efficiently. And did I hit spacebar? Yep. I have people looking around. Shotgun, pistols. Nothing else, nothing else. Now I'm going to set up this stockpile to take care of a few extra things. We wanted to hold all the uranium and all the silver. We're going to set its priority to important. This will become more apparent later on. Or I might just move all that stuff out here. More people looking for things. Power. Yeah, it's for this, the orbital trade beacon. So, it's interesting. In order to set this up for the maximum efficiency, I will probably have to redo all these zones eventually. That way I could still have resources that are inside, but can also be traded if absolutely necessary without being moved around. And if I remember right, I think metal cells, guns and weaponry sell very well. Same thing with these shells and a few other things. However, depending on what I may have and what may be laying around, it may be for something for a later period. Whilst moving the things around, the most important thing is setting your priority for item storage. If you set it above what your main storage is going to be, they're going to prefer to move things over there. It also lets you separate out your items into priority, so if you really want a small stockpile of, let's say, iron or your metals right next to where you're producing things, that way that your colonists don't have to travel too far, you can set that priority as important or critical with your main storage set as normal. That way your colonists will move items as it's needed, close to where you do need them, and you can have big large stockpiles outside. It's like with this dumping stockpile, it's preferred to put things like rocks in there. However, you already have the main stockpile over here that's ready to go in case this is already full. Now I might just expand that out a bit. You can, it's nice free it's a nice and free defense for your base. Although I will definitely have to consider what exactly I'm going to be doing with these turrets. Actually, I'll expand that out again. I mean, it's been damaged for quite a while, so might as well just get things back in order. We could go turret with a machine gun nest. Interesting. Our next room is ready to be built. Just throw in a few extra doors for good measure. I'll set out the next area to be taken care of. Might be an interesting design. Yeah, right now I'm using the planning tool to set out where exactly I'm going to be placing things. It's a nice way of just seeing how exactly you're going to set things out, especially since the colonists don't see it, and gives you a good idea of what exactly you may need to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Now these prisoner rooms, oops, almost missed something. Okay, now this is a siege. Now I don't have any mortars ready to go. I do have a few pistols, I do have a few grenades, and they already have one mortar set up ready to go. So this is going to be a problem, but they happen to choose a very specific area which may be able to be used against them. Because they have their mortars, they have their sandbags ready to go, they have a mortar, but there's this natural stone wall that I can use to come in nice and close. That way these guys aren't ready. They're going to start shooting. I have grenades, they have a few Molotov cocktails, which isn't the best, but I could also frag grenade the mortar. I have a rifle, pistol. Ooh, this guy's a shotgun. It's gonna be very hard to take him out. Uzi. Oh, he has frag grenades. But he's a great miner. I want him. That guy I'm probably gonna have to take up close and personal. So I gotta remember who is our best Vass. She has a rifle. Mining, shooting. I'll give it to Brant. We got Will, he's armed. Just in the mere fact that I still have a lot of things outside, I probably won't let these guys start shelling me, because, oh, never mind. Because it does cause a lot of damage. And I have a lot of things that are still outside, and I don't have my own mortar team set up. What I'd probably do, when I do have mortars ready to go, is I'll pick a nice area that's far away, that I can defend. So something around here, I'll set up about 4 or 5 different mortars, spaced far enough away so if they explode, they don't damage each other. I mean, have a little structure that, or just make sure you have it far enough away from your base that things don't get damaged. Now, if I remember right, I gave the grenades to Frat. Get behind cover. Brant. Run, Brant. Yes. Well, that went a little bit better than expected. So, Brant. I wanted Captain Stein, didn't I? Melee attacks will also take care of this. Will. Brant. Yeah, Brant, you could just throw a grenade. Get out of there, Will. Run, run, run. Horden's taking damage, so pull back. Melee attack. Come on, come on, come on. Brant, you really shouldn't be firing your grenade, so you're gonna go chase Kent. Bass. I need a bed. Set that for prisoners. Set that for prisoners. Horden, stop shooting people. And unfortunately, our super miner did not survive the attack. And I completely left somebody. And he got away. But I must say that isn't too bad. We did manage to grab a rifle, a few extra pistols, and some grenades. So, well, I want you to hold back our weapon. And you could all carry away. Actually, Jacob, I know what you can do. Let's see if these guys got any goodies. You never know when you could get yourself some extra armor, which is sorely needed. So everybody's good to go. We have our little bandit here. Structure. We could build ourselves an extra bed. Belcourt. Now let's see what you can do. Shooting, melee, and social. The rest of it's pretty average. Oh, she's the leader. Armor vest and duster. Nice. Well, our little bandit ain't a leader anymore. I think most of her crew ran away. Unfortunately for her, that is. And yeah, unfortunately for her, and good news for us, because we may just have somebody else ready to go. I think these guys are just about hauling away all this stuff. And they're eating the food. Great work, guys. Didn't want that, but oh well. You have foods ready to go. You have plenty of... Okay, I think that is our first rampage. So, Vass? Who has high health? And unfortunately... Actually, we need to strip that body. Yep. Yes, unfortunately, she did not want to join our colony, and she paid the price. Oh well. I guess nobody wants to be the... I guess she didn't want to be part of the bliss that is Crashville. And I'm making the town sound like a cult. Actually, that's not too bad. Should have just named it the Cult of Crashville. I mean, You basically keep people locked up until they say they want to help. Okay, well, I want you to... Mining, shooting, growing, melee. A lot of very high melee people. So that body can stay there. An extra pistol. And it turns out it didn't really matter too much. Thankfully, Will, you're close by and ready to save him. Prisoner needs, recruit, friendly chat. Now, as you can see, his recruitment difficulty is a lot lower, which means he'll be easier to convert to our cause. Which is always good news. Hopefully he'll wake up soon. So yes, let's get on the planning. Now I do okay, one I think that's gonna be our next section. Gonna have a wall here. Wall here. Oh wait, I already separated that out. So yeah, right now I'm just planning for what our next build is gonna be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's big enough. So what I plan to do is have a few extra rooms, one for cooking, one for storage, and start moving things inside to our base. So might have an extra hydroponics room down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I do like keeping things even. 5, 6, 7. Okay, we got pirates. And they're armed with assault rifles. Okay, that's not good. That is not good at all. So quickly, everybody. I actually really gotta make this a defendable room. Ooh. Great work, Brant. Okay. Flux. Rescue. Whoa. Oh, wait. Wow, that guy has armor. Okay, pull back, pull back. Okay. Okay, that's not good. Rescue, fall back, guys. No, rescue! Jacobson, you're a lost hub. Actually, this might work. Need that assault rifle. No, you're not taking my people. rescue, rescue. Who still has health? Take the power armor. Well, fucks. Yeah. Guessing they ran away. Wow. We are safe. At least for a little bit. And that was very close. Very, very close. We need extra graves. Yeah, and that's the type of stuff you usually come up with when you're playing Rimworld. Is you get mortar attacks, you get enemies just dropping on top of you, you get tribal rushes, which is a lot of tribes people just ready to how should I describe it? Yeah, just rushing you essentially. Gordon, you've done a good job. Still got that body in there. Group of travelers. And this is what I mean about the them eating your food. Sandbags. How much metal do I have? No, that uses quite a bit of metal. Oh well. Where's mine? What? Jacob, what are you doing? Ah, I see. You're not really set up to do much. Anything else you can do? Oh, you could go hunting. Let's see what that M16 can do. Definitely need to get a racer trim set up ASAP. Now, let's plan this out again. Structure, I need to... Yeah, I'll probably just have 4... Yeah, what was I going to say? Yep, sorry. I'm probably just going to have 4 prisoner bays ready to go. Then the rest of this I'll probably seal off and probably expand out. So have it something like that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... have something like that. I'll have metal storage. Actually, yeah, I'll probably have this as a production area with some metal storage behind it. Just have everything ready to go. Orders, plan. Yeah, so something like that. That way, everything is nice and ready to go. I could have another storage area here for my metals, ready to have everything produced. This is going to be my living area plus food store. This is going to be living area. This is going to be food and basically everything else. So food, supplies, apparel. This is going to be a cooking area, hydroponics. Not sure what I'll do here, but I'll figure something out. Now, guessing nobody wants to deal with that body, which is unfortunate because, yep, it has a very big hit on their happiness. That. Who can I get to construct? Who's still up? Fox. You can construct. Yep. Yep, there we go. Another eclipse, which we're not too worried about, because we have sun lamps. Cool. But that wasn't... Oh, that was Will. You really shouldn't be doing that, Will. But I guess you don't really have much else to do. Setting skills. Just making sure everybody's ready to go. Structures. Lamps. Yeah, a lot of it is just pausing and setting everything up, which isn't too bad. It's just sometimes you do forget where everything is, which isn't always a big issue, but for me, considering how things usually go with my Space Engineers Let's Play, just forgetting where basically everything. Wonder why that's dirty. Oh, that isn't mined. No wonder. Yeah, just totally forgetting about pretty much everything, where I stored something, which ship it has. But then again, I play in the very early hours of the morning. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm recording these Rimworld Let's Plays back to back. And with the advent of the lightning, I think it's telling me that it's about time for the end of the episode. So this has been episode 3 of Rimworld. Thanks for watching.